The coach, George DeMayo.
Now talk about sports here on News Talk 960 WELI.
The coach, George DeMayo.
And joining me now is we can talk sports. We can talk about anything. We want to talk about what he does. And of course, he is a member of my Friday night high school football crew in the sense that he is a sponsor, and I'm so thrilled to have his firm aboard along with Kevin Digby and Donnie Crouch. James Thomson from NFP Sports joins me now. Hello, James.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
How are you doing up there in the wee northern parts of the state?
Yeah, we're doing great up here. We still got a little snow on the ground, if you can believe it.
I do believe it up where you are. I just heard I was in your movie theater where you are that E.T. just made #1 movie. It was great. I thought that was so. You're not too far behind. You get up there pretty soon.
We're getting there. We're getting there. I hear they're putting a cell phone tower in, sometime soon as well.
Anyway, good to have you aboard. You're a big sports guy. I mean, you've been involved with the Walter Camp Football Foundation now for how long, James? I
would say it's about the same amount of time I've been doing the fundraising thing for about 12 years.
Really? 12 years. What do you do? What is you're in charge of the high school, I know one thing, of the high school banquet, the breakfast, excuse me.
Yeah, well, Kevin Digby and I are the co-chairman of the high school committee.
Well, he needs help. He needs help.
And we take on the various tasks, which include, the dinner tickets for the black tie dinner. Okay. We've been doing that. That precedes us. The foundation's done that for years. Yep. And so we just make sure that the captains and the coaches of each of the teams in the state of Connecticut have an opportunity to come to the dinner. And we get a relatively good turnout. We'd always like to see more teams there. And then, it grew into other events, such as the Breakfast of Champions, which you have brought to another level, Coach, by emceeing for us. Yeah,
this will be this year. What year is this year for this, James? Fifth?
This will be the fifth.
Fifth year,
I believe. Wow. Yeah. I mean, at 6:40 in the morning, I don't say I'm 100% accurate with any of these answers, but.
Well, you're doing a great job. Don't worry about a thing. Well, that's great. So we met up. We've met up many times, and you're a big high school football guy too, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm on the CIAC website just about every week, following what's going on, and I remember being in Hawaii, 5 years ago, and actually listening to playoff games on a live stream. So, yeah, for Connecticut high school football. So, yeah, I don't know as much as some people, but I do follow it, and I know a lot of high school coaches, obviously, and I love following week to week what's going on. It's an interesting year, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's for sure. And, of course, the playoffs right around the corner. But you've been involved in this NFP Sports, which is, again, one of the sponsors for high school football, and I'm just thrilled to have you aboard just talking about you. And between you and Kevin Digby and Donnie Crouch, you have you've been doing this for how long, NFP Sports?
NFP Sports is we're going into our third full year. Okay. And we've been doing the high school and sports fundraising thing for I've been doing it for about 12 years, and Kevin and Don, respectively, right behind that, 8 years, respectively. But we were with Varsity Gold, and Varsity Gold went under about 2.5, 3 years ago, and we formed NFP Sports with about 20 other sales reps throughout the Northeast. So it's been good. It's been a good 3 years. Things are growing, getting better, and it's been fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure it has been. You get to talk with all the coaches. You work with a lot of schools. But again, it doesn't necessarily, as I've said during the games, it doesn't necessarily mean just the high schools. You work with youth organizations, youth teams as well. And again, your main goal here is to make these teams some money. to make them money through fundraising. And being a coach, a former coach myself, and then let's face it, every coach, and I said it last night, let's face it, James, you need. You got to fundraise nowadays for all the things you need for your team and your sports. Sports, they don't just come free. I mean, all the equipment and everything. So they need things, and the best way to do it is by contacting you, because I know how coaches are. Oh, yeah, I love it. But, they want to coach. They don't necessarily want to get involved in all the work with it. I understand that. This is where This is where you guys come in, NFP Sports, and the amount of money that your team can make. That's why I want the coaches, especially with a lot of the youth organizations who listen and all the youth teams. You can help any and all age teams. Tell us how it works.
So, our slogan obviously is high impact fundraising for sports teams.
Right.
And really, what it comes down to. And I explain this to coaches all the time, so it's easier for them to understand. It's about the program that we run. It's really quick. It's really effective. It's intense. We get in. We have a hands-on approach, and we work directly with the coaching staffs and their teams. For youth organizations, we'll sit down with their boards. We have a planning meeting. Everything is very organized. And the products that we use are secondary to how we actually run the fundraiser.
Okay.
It's how we do it more important than what we sell. And a lot of people mistakenly believe that the product that they sell to raise money is the most important thing. And actually, it has to do with how the fundraisers run. And being past coaches and athletes, we understand what it's like to be involved on all levels. Kevin Digby's been a youth football coach for years, so he understands what it's like to be both a coach and on the board of a youth football organization. I played as well as Kevin, and we understand the importance of, these teams. So between Don, Kevin, and I, we have a wealth of knowledge about what these coaches, what these teams, what these boards, whatever level it is, from youth to high school, what they need and what they don't want. And what they don't want is to spend too much time on fundraising. So we promise that we get in, we raise them a bunch of money, we get out. And it's very simple and it's very effective. We have, youth football organizations raising between $10,000 and $20,000 in a 3-week period of time.
Wow.
And we have high school football teams actually raising that same amount of money. So, the days of making $500 and that being enough are over. If you're not making for, a high school athletic team, no matter what size, if you're not making minimally $2,500, you should really look at what you're doing and reach out for some help to make it more effective.
You are the and that's what I'm saying. I was saying this last night. It's like when you need plumbing work done, carpentry. You're going to go to the expert in that field. You guys are the experts in this field, so I'm going to call NFP Sports, and you come in, you talk to the team. You let them know what they have to do. Like you say, you get in, you get out. They make the money. Everybody is happy. And to me, it's a win-win situation because, they're calling on the expertise in the field, NFP Sports. And by the way, we should tell them you can check them out at nfpsports.com. You also have a website.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
So, I mean, to me, fundraising is... And let's put it this way, today's day and age, an integral part of your youth, middle school, or high school team. Let's be quite honest. I don't know of any teams that don't have to do fundraisers. Right, James? I mean, everybody's got to do them. Let's be quite honest. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I can tell you there's a strong correlation, in my opinion, between, if we just talk about high school football, because that's predominantly who we have worked with.
Yes.
Staying on that for a second, if you look at the competitive teams consistently throughout the years, a lot of those teams are the teams that do the best with our program. And it's because they understand, a lot of these coaches in these programs understand that instead of looking at fundraising as a drudgery that they don't want to participate in, they embrace that it's part of their existence, so to speak, and that they have to deal with it. We make it bearable. I'm under no delusions that a coach loves to fundraise because I don't know coach that likes to fundraise. But we make it bearable, and that's why I think we, for 12 years we've been able to really not only, retain the coaches and the teams that we work with, but, grow throughout the years. So, yeah, we make it easy. I mean, the bottom line, if someone's listening, is we make it easy for you to make money. We take the pain out of it.
That's what I like. See, you said some key things. Take the pain out, which every coach likes, and we're going to make you a lot of money so you don't have to go crazy, and then we'll be able to get all those cleats and helmet, things that we need for our team. I understand that. Again, nfpsports.com is the website, or you can call them at 888-454-4NFP. And when you call them, you'll hear a very familiar voice on their phone system at NFP Sports, by the way. He's a great guy. I've heard him.
Yes, you will.
Which they so graciously asked me to do, which I just absolutely love doing it. Let's face it, James, you've been doing this a while. Again, if the coaches are listening from all the area youth organizations, and I know they do, You want to make money. You want to make it fast, and you don't want, as I love the way you said it, you want to take the pain out of it. Let James Thomson, Donnie Crouch, or Kevin Digby come to your group. Let them talk. They're going to do the work for you, coaches. They're going to do it. They're going to set it up. They're going to give everything out. They're going to take care of the work, and you rake in the money. To me, it is a win-win situation, and I'm just happy. I think it's just great that you make it so easy for everybody.
Yeah, we understand that everyone has a role, and all we ever ask our coaches to do is to do what they do on the field, and that's to motivate their kids. That's their only job when they run a fundraising program with us. We do all the heavy lifting, so to speak. We come in, we actually, organize it. We put it down on a calendar, and we do that around the coaches' schedules. And so that's what makes it so workable is we'll fit into their practice schedules because, when I first started, coaches told me, I don't have time to do this.
That's right.
I said, no, you don't have time to do it poorly, but you do have time to do it right.
Boy, it's great. I like the way you said that. Well said. You're right. And something, you said something. All they have to do is motivate their kids. Well, look, they got to motivate them to go out and play a great game every week, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to motivate kids nowadays, and I know it's not easy all the time to motivate. You got to motivate your team. That's being a good coach, motivation. And, hey, listen, you kids want to do this? We need to make some money. We need to do some fundraising. Don't worry about a thing. I got the guys to call. And that's really all you need to do. NFP Sports. Check them out. 888-454-4NFP or nfpsports.com. Again, their motto, and it's a good one, high impact fundraising for sports team. James, it's great. I thank you for a few moments today, and we'll get this interview up on our website, and certainly your logo is on 960WELI.com. You can click on there. So we have a link right there to NFP Sports. So I think, and of course I'll be continuing to talk about this obviously throughout the rest of the high school football season, and hopefully we'll keep you aboard and talk about this because I know you want to get more schools involved and more youth organizations, and deservedly so. You're taking I like that new model. We take the pain out of fundraising. I like it. I like that one, James. We may have come up with another one today.
Yeah, Coach, I don't know the last time. I know I've said that in the past, but that might have been dusted off from 8 years ago.
That's okay. We can take the dust off and do it again.
Yeah, so, no, you're absolutely right. These other sports teams, I've mentioned high school football, but in no way are we limited. We work with a lot of baseball teams, a lot of softball teams, lacrosse, winter teams, basketball, hockey, wrestling. And youth organizations, I know it's a struggle, and whatever sports organization you're involved with, and whether you're a coach, an athlete, or a booster person, or on the board of a youth organization, if you reach out to us some way or another, we'll connect with you, and we'll explore what we can do for you. And it's that much of a process. We'll actually sit down and talk about what we're going to do before we start trying to propose anything to you, so that way you feel comfortable with what the plan would be if you were to work with us.
Great job. Well said, James Thomson, NFP Sports. I thank you for your time today, and hopefully I'll see you in the next couple of weeks.
Hey, Coach, I got to tell you, if I didn't drink another cup of coffee, but if I had a chance to talk to you at 6:40 every morning, I promise you I wouldn't need caffeine to have a great day.
Thank you very much. James, always a pleasure. Talk to you soon.